Give them a shot to do what?
Welcome to The Divide with Mike and Corey, two diehard baseball fans who don't agree on anything. Which side will you choose? This is The Divide.
Welcome to The Divide with Mike and Corey.
Hopefully our disagreements one day bring us all together. Spoiler alert.
So stupid. So corny and so stupid. I hope our disagreements bring us together.
Yeah, I do.
Shut up, Porter. Hey, that's easy. I'm just trying to have a little friendly conversation.
This is The Divide.
And here we are. Welcome to The Divide on Fox Sports The Gambler, 102.5 Philly, 104.1 Trenton. Check us out on the iHeart app. You can listen to live radio on that app. You can listen to podcasts on that app. You can do damn near everything. Almost everything.
How's your week going?
Oh, dude, I don't want to talk about it.
I'm Mike, in case you're wondering.
Oh, did I not say
No,
with
you
Mike
didn't.
and Corey?
Maybe you did. I don't know.
I probably didn't.
I felt like you kept me out of that intro.
Well, the intro, it's recorded.
Oh.
It says welcome.
Also,
to the
they
Divide with
say
Mike
it
and
too.
Corey.
Oh, I
And they
guess
do
so.
say it. That
Hmm.
would have been the third time they would have gotten our names.
Right. Well, I was feeling good. And
Uh,
now I don't.
Why don't you feel all right,
I don't know.
dude? It's
Oh.
we're on radio. How can you not feel good?
I don't know. Am I allowed to just have an off day?
Yeah, I mean you can have a blah day. It's all right.
I was having a great week. It was going well until now.
Well, what changed between then
I don't know.
and now?
One person.
Who?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, hey, I'm about to stand up. Who?
yeah.
Who hurt my friend?
Who hurt me? Actually, I was hurt today. I was driving to work and got an alert. And it's like, oh, click the live stream. So I click it. And there's Mr. Sean Brace being interviewed by some morning talk show.
Sean
And
Brace he gets up in the morning.
I couldn't
got
believe
in
it. I couldn't believe my eyes.
Yeah,
That's
like,
why I tuned in. Like, honestly, I just assumed he woke up like 1 p.m.
Oh,
every
dude,
day.
that's exactly what it sounds like.
Showered and headed to the studio. No, but in all seriousness, I know that man's working around the clock, especially now. He's super excited. His Eagles are in the Super Bowl.
Ugh.
Corey got another bet wrong.
Ugh.
And look, so yeah, he's on. He's making the rounds. He's a hot item right now. I tried to book him. He's like, no. No.
Sorry, I'm busy. I only do mornings now, Mike.
No, it's going to be an exciting week. We're going to be a part of it in any form or fashion. I told him we're here to help. But the Eagles are in the Super Bowl, man. Philly, how you feeling?
I can't, dude. I can't. First of all, again, let's recap.
Yeah.
Since we've joined this Philadelphia network,
Mhm.
right? You have the
Phillies,
that have been in the World Series.
the Union.
The Union. Thank you. Because
Yeah.
you knew I blanked on that name.
Yeah, I know. That's why I started with the Phillies
Yep,
for you, trying
yep,
to help
appreciate that. The Union, and now the beloved Eagles,
Mhm.
which, I mean, guys,
We got a lot of complaints that you called them that.
the
Like,
Eagles,
Eagles.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird.
I don't care.
That and also like our tax, dude. Like we come on here and we're annoying. We're New Yorkers. We talk New York baseball during the summer. No complaints. Like a few comments. A few like, what are you guys doing here? We make one soundbite about Little Caesars.
Mhm.
Our DMs went nuts. John Jansen, who doesn't text normally, is texting me saying, "You sons of a." He's like, "You leave Little Caesars alone." Like he's like, "Those slice and ready."
You would think we went after the president. Like,
Right,
take
yeah.
a chill pill,
It got
guys.
nuts. It
Little
got nuts.
Caesar sucks. It's cooked cardboard that sits under a heat lamp, and then it's hot and ready for when you come in. Come on, people. You
Mm.
can't tell me that that's good pizza.
But yo, it went nuts. Like there was from every avenue we were getting hit.
Of all the takes we have, the Little Caesar
Little
steak.
Caesars steak was the one that
What they say?
we got them good.
We
now.
need to shut them down. That's cancel culture, you guys.
That
It's
is.
not nice.
Little Caesars.
We're entitled to our opinion.
Um,
Dominoes are bust, bro.
if the Eagles win, we'll eat some Little Caesars.
I can't do that. I'm going through the possibility of them winning in my head, and I'm like, I really don't want to eat Little
Well,
Caesars.
I told Jansen
All right, no, I'll take that bet.
Okay.
If Little Caesars, if the Eagles win, I'll eat Little Caesars.
Fine.
I will. I'll make sure I call out of work the next morning so I don't get diarrhea.
Well, that's what I told. So I'm Jansen's showing me the boards and all the Jedi stuff behind the scenes, and I was like, oh, next time I come in, and I go on Tuesday nights, I was like, next time I come in, I'll bring some Little Caesars. He's like, please don't. Like that's a weekend thing. Like I can't work with Little Caesars in my body. I
don't want to be surrounded by people.
Yeah.
I put blankets over my mirrors. I don't want anything to do with anyone. I don't blame him, man. I don't blame him at all. That was me last Sunday. So we were watching the game, obviously. I went 1 for 4 with my bets. The under was the only one that hit in the Eagles game. Thank you. At least it's better than 0 for 4.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't happy. I was not happy in the group chat. It was a
No.
roller coaster of emotions for both games.
Yeah.
We'll get into all that later. And then we were getting the nursery ready. So we went shopping for recliners. So we kind of grabbed like a late lunch, but we had to stop at a place that also had like a candy aisle. So we got a whole bunch of junk food. And
you don't have to say the names, but have you narrowed down your name search for your child?
baby names?
Yeah.
No, not at all. That's the other thing, man. We haven't, dude. We're not finding out, for those of you who don't know.
Yeah.
My wife's pregnant. We're not finding out the sex. We have probably about 12 girls' names that we need to narrow down that we're comfortable with. Like the girls' names were like, all right, that's going to be the hard part, is narrowing down the names because we like a lot of them. The boys' names, on the other hand, we don't like any of them.
Oh, wow.
None of them.
See, if we had a boy, it was going to be Harrison.
Harrison, like
Yeah.
Harrison Ford.
No.
Like George Harrison?
George Harrison. Yeah, not Harrison. Get off my plane.
That's hey, man. Air Force One,
Yeah.
baby. Right, no, you don't like Han Solo or Indiana
No.
Jones, bro? Okay.
George Harrison. Yeah.
All right. Does Jensen want to fight you for that too?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Does Harrison Ford eat at Little Caesars?
Probably
Probably
I
does.
can see
dude.
that. It's like the same
Nasty.
generation. Like Kmart, Harrison
Oh,
Ford,
dude, I know.
Indiana Jones.
Is it? Why do I like when I think? I know because the last Little Caesars I
That was
saw
all
was in a
Jersey.
Kmart, but
Yeah.
like when I think of Little Caesars, I think like
Dirty
Kmart,
floors,
a Rickles
Right,
somewhere, you know,
yeah.
hardware. Like I just think like,
dirty bathroom.
yeah,
Yeah,
man. Well,
I
that's
don't
what
know.
happens when you run. Anyway, so yeah, man. I don't know what it is. Just it's like we can't agree, man. I'll throw out a name that I really like, and she's like, no, and then I'll do the same thing. She'll throw out a name, and I'm just like, no. You know what name I hate though?
What's that?
Travis,
Oh,
like Travis Kelce.
you don't like him? I don't have the audio drop right now.
You don't have to have the audio drop. 'Cause
Yeah.
We're just gonna talk about it,
Mhm.
unless you don't want to talk.
Do you like his brother?
No.
No, you don't like.
Well, I don't
Kelce's?
care about his brother. I don't care
Okay.
about Jason. Jason Kelce, right? Jason
Yeah.
Kelce.
They have a
I,
podcast.
Here's what bothers me about. Look, I was not. First of all, for the record, I was very upset that Kansas City won. Extremely upset. Not only because I had a lot of money on that game. That's besides the point.
All right.
Look, man, there's so much. Speaking of with the conspiracy theories we talked about last week with DeMar Hamlin,
Now they're
and,
talking about.
and we'll talk
refs.
about more DeMar Hamlin stuff later. But now they're talking about the NFL being rigged and scripts and all this other stuff. But it's
love it.
hard to not believe when you watch what you watch. Yeah, it was a stupid penalty that was taken that put Kansas City in field goal range.
Mhm.
But I understand replay is there and you're going to notice holding on every play, but there was a ref standing watching, at least in his field division, 2 extreme holds and just watching Mahomes just do whatever he wants because he's the new golden child of the NFL. And it's just, I was very angry. And then stupid Kelce got on the microphone and was talking like a professional wrestler for some
I
reason.
love it.
Like, you love it. I hate it.
I love it.
I think it's so dumb. Calling
love
guys jabronis and
A
all this
mayor.
other
He
stuff.
called the mayor
So
jabroni.
what? You're an
gonna open
adult.
next
You shouldn't
segment
call
with that.
anybody a jabroni. You know who
I
calls other
love
people jabronis? 5-year-olds and 5th graders that love wrestling. That's who says the word
And
jabroni.
he's bringing back the
And
jabroni.
no disrespect to The Rock because he's a large man and can beat me up. It's
So
stupid.
can Travis.
It's
and
stupid.
so can-
I'll mess
can
Travis up. I
Jason.
don't care.
I
I mean, dude, Travis, he carried that game. No,
Mhm.
I don't want to take any respect. Without Travis Kelce, the Chiefs had literally no chance. He was their only quote unquote, we'll say, healthy wide receiver, even though he wasn't even supposed to play. He was barely, a green light for the game. But come on. I get you're excited, but you're Burrowhead is jabroni, and then like shut up.
I don't
Just
know.
be excited.
I like it. You're also putting. I mean, it was a great Pat Mahomes. Like when he talks, he's just like very polite, very.
It sounds like Kermit the Frog. Too.
Yes, very polite, very giving props to the Bengals. Blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden, like, Travis just interrupts, and it was. I enjoy it, man. I think the sport needs that. But like I said, and this also blew up on our social medias about Kittle. Like it's got to be organic. Like the networks have to let it happen. They can't just keep cutting the camera to him when he's not even trying to do anything.
Yeah.
Like just catch it and then show it and let the art speak for itself. I don't need freaking Tony Romo explaining how funny this guy is. Like just let him be funny. So that's what I meant by my organic take with Kittle. But dude, I'm all in on the Kelces.
I hate them.
I think they're great for their teams. I think the reason why their teams are on there. Jason's been around since the first Eagles Super Bowl.
Correct.
And now he's one of the few that, or if not the only, that's still there. I think there's one other guy. I don't know.
I look, man, be excited for your team and all that. But when you grab the microphone and you start sounding like Hulk Hogan or The Rock, like, come on, man.
I love it. You need an image after the game. They got their
stupid.
podcast going. They're trying to get that Pat McAfee money, and they're gonna get it. I mean,
what do they need more money for?
Who cares?
Enough with the money.
Look at Brady. He's getting more money now for being retired.
But listen, I'm excited about the same reason. Like everybody's getting mad at Romo because Romo's, giving props to everybody, and Josh Allen's the best. Look at what Mahomes is. Everyone's like, but if you really listen to Romo, he's calling every play. He's telling you what reads the quarterback is. Like it's an insightful play caller. Yeah, he fangirls or fanboys a little bit. He's a fan of the game and he appreciates the athleticism. That to me, that's a little too much, but not enough. Dude, the internet tore him to shreds.
Yeah.
Shreds.
Yeah.
And he's probably, who would you rather, everybody? You rather Joe Buck?
Right.
You rather someone that crams the night before and doesn't know anything about football?
Drinks tequila with Troy Aikman on the air. I like that idea.
Well, yeah, that's great. But like, what's your alternative here, man? Like you got Nance and Romo is probably the best duo we've had in the last 30 years.
Big time. Yeah.
Like, yeah, you got everybody. Be careful what you wish for.
Right.
Who knows, man? Brady
I'm
signed
a huge
his
fan
deal.
Kevin Burkhardt's killing it too for Fox. I mean,
is,
former Met sideline reporter, now the head man at Fox is pretty dope. So shout outs to Kevin. But also the one thing I don't like with this whole like Brady retirement, and I'm sure we'll talk about this later, is dude, I can't tell you how many people, shout outs to Mikey V, a ton of people that have been sharing this is what Brady made as a football player, and this is what he's going to make with Fox Sports. Like one doesn't happen without the other, obviously. Number two, also Brady took pay cuts to make his team better.
Right.
And there's like some backhanded agreement that he has with the Patriots that he's going to get ownership or something to do with what they're doing there, or some type of business agreement they have on the side.
And I also want to point out, Brady's been playing since the early 2000s.
Right.
Where you're not, the contracts you see today
right.
are 30 to 40% more than what you would have saw even 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
So you can't make the comparison.
No,
man.
we're going to have a quarterback that signs a $500 million deal within the next couple of years.
Yeah, you will.
So yeah.
Absolutely. And honestly, it would be stupid if this is professional football. That's stupid money for baseball, a non-contact sport. That, you know what I mean? Like no football player is going to get the kind of money that Brady's going to see over the next 10 years sitting in the booth, because there's no chance he's going to get a concussion sitting in the booth. There's no chance he tears his ACL sitting being an analyst. It's just not going to happen. So those people that are comparing, it's just clickbait. All right, it's cool to see the numbers. He's still rich beyond his wildest dreams. He did it right. I mean, he's for the most part got a little rocky
Kraft,
towards the end.
Robert Kraft wants to sign him to a 1-year deal so he can retire as a Patriot. I like that move, but also Robert Kraft is going to get that guy paid some other way too, because I think he owes it to him. So it was just a way around.
He will be in the front office of the New England Patriots
for the rest of his life.
I don't even think I want to say I give him 4, maybe 5 years in the booth, and then he's gonna go. He needs to be around football. And I feel like watching it from a screen is going to be a tease. I'd be surprised if he lasts 5 years. He's definitely not coming back to football. You won't see him play on the field again unless there's like an old timers game or something.
I thought like with the whole Niners scenario, like I thought for sure, like if he would have known that before he uploaded that video, he might have thought about it. But then careful what you wish for. That old line gets everybody destroyed. So
and that's you mean going back to Kittle, man. You said you know, with your whole take of like just the camera on him all the time.
Right.
I just think that was such an abysmal game that they had nothing else.
Yeah.
You lose both quarterbacks. They don't even have a third.
Yeah.
You know, like there was no. I felt bad for Shanahan, man. I know what it's like to be in a coach to be like, I got nothing. I don't know what to do. This is everybody's watching and I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the people at Fox were like, we need to make this interesting. Otherwise,
of course,
people are going to turn it off.
But they were doing it the week before too. So it's a part of what they're going to do. It's getting the younger audience. I like that move. Like I said, it got us interested in wrestling. Why can't it get the young youth interested in NFL? And all these kids grew up on that jabroni, The Rock. So they want to be these larger than life characters. And also Roman Reigns and The Rock wanted to be football players. And then they realized that they had, The Rock did this charisma and the abilities. And, you know, obviously go watch the young Rock if you want.
The Rock, The Rock had a couple of injuries and his dream was to be in the NFL.
Exactly.
And he fell short of that, you know, due to some
landed
other
on
things.
a pile of money.
But he sure did. Damn, that's a way to get cut if I ever heard of one. Speaking of cut, we got to take a quick break. Arena football is coming back. We're going to talk about that coming up. More on the Brady retirement. And yes, you will hear what Mike and I think about the Super Bowl or upcoming Super Bowl. Catch it next on the Divide Live. You're listening to Fox Sports The Gambler. We'll be right back.
You're listening to The Divide right here on The Gambler.
Know your role and shut your mouth, you jabroni.
I can't.
Know your role and shut your mouth.
Even if you like play it again, even if you listen to the crowd, they're like, what is
Know
this?
your role and shut your mouth, you jabroni.
I love it.
They're like, we came here to watch a football game.
It's what the football game's over. Like, don't throw. Do you know the high they have to be on? Like, you know what I mean?
No, I get it.
Excitement.
I've been in competitive environments before. I mean, we played sports, not at that level, obviously. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing this. But I hate it. That's it. I hate it. I know you love it. I hate it.
Love it.
Just respect the fact that I hate it.
No.
Using the word jabroni.
Know your role and shut your mouth.
Like, go play in the XFL, bro, if you love professional wrestling. So
Tom Brady should do that.
No way, dude. Are you kidding me? No way. So listen, are we as America, are we asking for too much football, man? We got an extended week of the NFL, right? On top of that, the USFL is coming back in 2023. How many games of the USFL have you watched?
None. Me and Jay, your brother, Jason Born. We were addicted to the XFL, and then COVID took that out. I thought the betting was easier. You could just kept hitting the over because Vegas didn't understand what, there
was a severe learning curve.
Right.
You made a lot of money on.
We did.
The XFL is back on the 18th. So we're 3 weeks away sort of from the XFL.
You're going to see a merger happen with those two leagues eventually.
The XFL and the USFL?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because you got two separate, we'll call it minor league football, right? And then on top of that, they put arena football is supposed to be coming back in 2024.
There you go.
How?
The answer is no. There's not enough of it.
I think that's too much football.
I get that. Well, you're a jabroni.
I am a jabroni.
You are a jabroni.
I'm looking at it as a business mindset. Is like arena football's been around since the late 80s. I get it. It was active since 2019. I guess COVID kind of killed it with everything else. But you don't need 3 separate amateur football leagues in comparison to the NFL.
I get that, but also like think about minor league baseball. It's a production and a half, So I mean, there's money to be made.
But the minors aren't making money. The minors are just farm systems that they get money from, right? You know what I mean?
I mean, they're getting jobs. There's owners. There's sponsorships. It's definitely money. I think there are some that are upside down. They also don't pay their athletes, so it's kind
Right.
of like college football,
But it's all
which
under
is
an
also the
umbrella,
minors
though.
of that. So
Correct.
yeah.
But at least with your minor league baseball, there's an umbrella, right?
I'd
and there
rather-
are some independent teams that you know they're not going to be around for forever,
Yeah.
and that they'll end up flipping upside down. But
hopefully Jansen doesn't hear this. I'd rather not have college football and have the XFL, because then all that would happen is if college football didn't exist or run the same time as the NFL, Saturdays we would have NFL games. You know what I mean? But when the XFL is going, I have nothing, right? Baseball is just barely starting. You know, it's a fun thing to do on a Sunday. I was rooting for the New York Guardians. They're gone now. I think there's an Orlando Guardians. I might just piggyback on that. You know, I don't know, but what I do know is I enjoyed those games. I really did. Not the first round of XFL. That was complete. People were getting CTE. People were dying. Like that was nuts.
I'm kind all right. I'm like kind of sort of in agreement with you.
Mhm.
I don't want to get away with college football, but I do think what turns me off about college football is the way the schedules are structured, the way you have these powerhouse schools and they're recruiting and all. You know, I should never want to watch a football game and have teams lose 42-7.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Unless it's the Eagles against San
Yeah.
Fran. But I see what you're saying. I think if they were all under the NFL umbrella and you can watch someone move from like an XFL into the show, into the NFL, it'd be a little bit better. But
right.
dude, to me, this is too much football, man. It's like unless you're someone that enjoys football and doesn't watch any other sport, there's no reason you need to be watching 4 different football leagues.
Yeah.
In the case of a year.
I don't know. I humbly disagree with you, you jabroni. Look, man, like I said, I've been in a great mood. Like I found something.
What'd you find?
I found God.
Stop.
He was right outside the studio.
Get out of here.
Just walking
dude.
around. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's been a good week, man. Like honestly, like I thought I'd be way more depressed if the Eagles were in the Super Bowl. I'm not. You know, I think this fan base is doing the right thing. There's been tons of people though.
Wait.
Who
the fan base is doing the right thing?
Yeah, man. And we went to that last game. We weren't harassed. You know,
I was like,
yeah.
All right, yeah, I'll get it. We weren't heckled.
I've seen all the positive of like maybe it's the gambler influence. I don't know. I'm seeing.
What do you hate bus stops now? Since they had to tear down every bus stop in the city too.
In my timeline, I've seen the positives of people celebrating and enjoying the Eagles win.
Okay.
And they weren't as bad as they have been in the past. I didn't see any dog. I mean, granted, it's not the Super Bowl yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you haven't seen anybody eat any horse manure. At least, you know, the media coverage.
They didn't do that till after they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
There's still time.
Fair point. But you know, I didn't see any cop cars flipped over. I didn't see any craziness. Yeah, that bus terminal got demolished.
Yo, those people.
Yeah.
Those people.
Look at jumping. Oh my! I wanted Jim Ross to announce that. Oh my God.
Oh my! Listen, dude. I love watching sports. I've never been so excited for something where I've hopped on top of a bus stop.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know. I definitely. I had the cops called on me once while I was home alone, and having to tell the cops that I was home alone. It was 2015 during the World Series. Mets started winning. I was celebrating, screaming at the television.
I remember that.
And yeah, one of my lovely neighbors called the cops.
Thought you were
and then they're like,
someone in the house.
Do you live here alone? I was like, no. My wife, where is she? Out of town. Like very inconvenient to have to tell a police officer that your wife is out of town.
You answer the door all sweaty,
also
like out of breath.
Yeah.
Like, everything okay?
Mind
I'm just here by myself.
Mind you, it was 8-9 years ago. So like, I didn't really know any of my neighbors yet. We were a couple years in. Now I know them all. So I'm like, well, which one of you guys did this? Like, you know,
Bro,
so
your house
I don't know.
Is probably the one neighbor on your left, to give people too much information. Your house is easily, and I think I'm lowballing it here, 100 yards from your front door to their front door.
Fair point.
And they still got frightened and called the cops.
There's an echo. Like, there's got to be an echo.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, man. So after that, like, I had to call friends over to watch the remainder of that series, you know. And that was a rough
series, man.
That was the agreement.
Started off great.
It did. No, it didn't. Cespedes booted a ball in the first at bat. Noah Syndergaard was the only one that really came with the pair during that whole setup. But whatever. This is not my time. This is Philadelphia's time, and I'm excited for him. And like I said, I don't know. Like even the girl that fell off that bus terminal and she was in a neck brace, like she's smiling, everybody's happy.
Hell yeah, that was the best part about it, man.
She's
Two
like,
EMTs at either side, and
I
she's
love my
smiling with a
life.
neck brace on.
Yeah,
Philly
so-
fans are crazy, man. You're right. It hasn't
Yeah.
been that bad. I will say it's a little extreme, Philly. Do you have to like storm the Capitol every time?
Oh my god!
Every time they win again? Like, I get this is huge, but like, can you wait till they win the Super Bowl to really start climbing polls here? Like, you think your taxes are going to go up
Right.
ridiculous with all the lube they've been buying? I mean, like, we already have a shortage of eggs and other stuff. We don't need a shortage of lube too.
Right.
Okay, let's take it easy, Philadelphia. Come on, let's be responsible. I mean, I guess that's a little late for this speech now. I should have given this speech a couple weeks ago, but
Also, I was thinking like, if we're gonna take credit for Philadelphia's success, like we're also either you can think of it in two ways. Like we're destroying their livers and they won't live that long, or there's gonna be spawns of them. Like there's gonna be little girls named Kelce. You know, think about it. Like it's
Kelce,
yeah,
the worst name
I
ever.
love it. I thought it was
Really?
great.
No way.
I'm throwing that in the universe so that bunch of Kelce spawn.
A girl
A
from
girl,
Kelce, a girl from Philly named Kelce
I love it.
is,
I love it.
I'm sure,
Gonna
I
happen.
can't. I'm nervous for the Super Bowl,
Okay.
and I'm not hating on Philadelphia.
Yes,
I'm
you are.
not.
You do
but
it every week.
I
You're
I
jabroni.
just want a good game, man. And it's such a beat up. I'd feel better if Cincinnati won, just so I knew it'd be a good game.
Nah, it's gonna be a blowout.
I
I mean,
don't
that's how
think
the Eagles do it.
I'm
Man. They
just
blow
saying,
these teams out.
But
They've been
there's
doing it
there's a
since day
chance
one.
they wouldn't be blowing Cincinnati out. Like Kansas City, forget it, man. They're gonna blow them out. My stomach is a notch just saying it. I'm sorry, Philly. I just want a good Super Bowl, bro. I do. That's all I really want is that if I'm gonna watch the last professional football game of the year, I want it to be a good one.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the script is written well.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody gets a preview of the script, you guys got to let us
Share
know.
it. We'll do the
Please let us
play-by-play.
know. We're watching the Super Bowl. We're watching it at your house.
Yeah.
You invited a small
Excited.
little get together, maybe. I don't know.
No, you're right.
Um,
We just invited a few million people.
Yeah, no big deal. Come on over.
Yeah.
But I am excited for that. But there's one person that's not going to be watching the Super Bowl,
Who's that?
or so he claims. Little Joey Bosa.
No.
Oh, Joey Bosa. Or no, not Joey. What did Joey say or his brother say?
Bosa.
Did
No,
Nick say it?
Nick. I think it was Nick.
Yeah, Nick Bosa.
Yeah.
Well, forget Joey Bosa too. Joey Bosa got heckled in Philly, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was showing him pictures of Trevor Lawrence, and he was sitting there screaming at Philly fans about how he's rich. This is the
Yeah.
ultimate,
Oh, it's such a
the
bad take.
ultimate awful insult any athlete or actor can say. Oh, you're making fun of me? Well, I'm going to be richer than you'll ever be. Like anybody
Mm.
cares about that, dude. Give me a break. Nick
Jabroni.
Bosa, to correct myself, said he's not going to watch the Super Bowl. He's going to be doing other things like vacationing in Cancun or whatever it is. Like, get out. You're a professional football player.
Pepsi
dude.
just backed out.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
you know what I
dude,
mean?
come
Nobody
on.
cares.
It's not even that, but you don't lie to yourself.
Yeah.
You're not going to watch the Super Bowl. Give me a break. You're acting like a child that's never lost. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just not going to watch it. Yes, you are. Everybody watches football. Even people that don't like football
Yeah.
watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah. And
You
if
know what I
they-
mean?
If they try to stand in front of the TV, you know what I do?
Know your role and shut your mouth.
Dude, it's going to, I seriously hope that doesn't stick around.
It's sticking around.
I hope it doesn't stick around.
I can't wait.
The only way I'll turn to like that
No.
is if the Eagles do win and someone says that to Kelce as he cries on the sideline because he's losing. Then I'll
His
enjoy.
brother should do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then I would enjoy it.
All right. Well, whatever.
But Nick Bosa, I'm not going to watch the Super Bowl. Shut up. Shut up, dude. Yes, you are. First of all, America already hates you and your racist family. Okay. Second of all, like, of course you're going to watch it. Of course you're going to. You might even be there. You watch he's be there. He's wearing like one of those fake sunglass nose mustache
An
combinations.
imposter.
Like,
I
come
love it.
on. You're not going to watch the suit. You're not going to watch the
Ugh.
highest televised sporting event. of the
Everybody
year.
watches it.
Like, give me
the
a
whole
break.
world watches
You don't
it.
have a choice. Even if you're in Cancun on vacation, guess what?
It's
The
gotta be
TV
on
at the
the
bar
TV.
has the
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Right.
You moron, and all this other stuff coming out. Like, people's wives, players' wives. I didn't feel safe in Philly.
No.
I didn't feel. God, it's Philadelphia. You know how
It didn't
serious
just
we take our
change.
sports in Philly?
Right.
Little kids flipping off grown men, people eating horse manure. You thought that you would feel safe in
No.
Philly as the away team?
Spoiler.
It's like Mike and I went to pretty much a meaningless game because we knew the Giants were going to lose, and we wore neutral colors because we didn't want to get heckled.
We still felt that they were sniffing us out.
Yeah,
Too.
and we still got nervous. Come on, guys. I didn't know. Like, Philly has that reputation, guys. Like, we didn't know that. Why is that news? Why are we? I mean, I like talking because we're making fun of it.
Right.
But like, why is why they felt very uncomfortable from their luxury box? They felt uncomfortable. Like,
She's
what, they
got
had to ride in an
millions of
elevator
views
with
on
other
it.
people?
Yeah,
Get outta
on her
here,
TikTok,
you
she's got
losers.
millions of views right now.
Yeah.
And it's just like, guys, I just want you to know that I'll probably never go back to Philly.
Shut up. They were staring at me from outside the gate as I was valeting my car.
Bro, it
Like,
is.
get out of here, bro.
They-
You don't live a real life.
And these fans, they know how to party. Some get crazy, and those are the ones that media tends to highlight. But dude, like Green Legion, the Liberty Line, Jeff, and everybody, Brace's whole team they know how to enjoy these games, and they enjoy them. And I think it's a big part of what it has built up this entire season. I mean, it's to quote a very salty New York Giant, like, look, it's a stacked team, but it's also a stacked fan base. They have bought in from day one, from the first game of this season, and they've been showing up to every single game. So yeah, you should feel unsafe. And a lot of people recommend you could come, just don't wear your colors. And I've embraced that as I got older and things. Hey, I want to stick around and see my daughter.
I don't want to get hit with eggs. Sorry.
Yeah. My favorite was right before Peyton was born. I went to a Met Philly game with my buddy Ray, and he was in a Schmidt jersey, and I was in a Mets. I was in a David Wright jersey. He's like, "Hey Schmidt, your buddy's an a-hole." And like, he's like,
You got off easy.
Yeah, I got off real easy. And prior to that, as a much younger person, a full closed beer bottle was thrown at my wife. So at that time, my girlfriend. Should have let her hit her. No,
all jokes. Only jokes here. Only jokes here on the Divide. All right, let's take another quick break. Next, we're going to hear about Jeter did something insane. We have to talk about it. I know we're dipping into the baseball world a little bit. We're going to keep it more football, but we got to talk about what Jeter did next.
Way to keep the Philly fan base into it. We're going to talk Derek Jeter coming up. Stick around these commercials. We'll be right back.
You're listening to The Divide right here on The Gambler.
I got Mike Powers checking in saying your Brace for Winning's new podcast saved his marriage.
What an idiot. What an idiot.
Idiot. That's
Idiot.
the thanks
So
I get.
stupid.
I put a legit testimonial out there about how that podcast has changed my life.
It's a great podcast.
Thanks I get.
It really is. Brace for Winnings, guys. Check it out. You'll do a lot better at gambling than myself or Mike. Definitely myself.
Yeah, gambling
Definitely
advice.
myself.
Check in with the boss,
Yeah.
not with Corey.
No,
I've been pretty good.
You've been okay.
I've
All
been
right. Let's
great.
not
I've been
toot
great.
your horn too
I've
much.
been great.
You've been okay,
Uh,
and I really think that your success is
your
based off of
failure.
my stupidity.
Yeah,
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
Because I'm an aggressive bettor.
Aggressive.
Yeah, aggressive, bro.
Wow.
Like, I aggressively lose my money every week. Oh my God. Luckily this week I can take a nice little break from gambling, at least on the NFL. Basketball's another story. We'll talk about that later. But actually, if I had to lay one bet down before we get into the Jeter thing, because we were just talking about this, I would lay any amount of money on Portsmouth, Virginia's own Churchland High School's JV team. Those of you that may have not heard the story this week, down in Portsmouth, Virginia, Churchland High School's junior varsity, a member of their coaching staff took part in the game. And if you guys are watching this video that I'm watching, she takes it to the church. She looks like LeBron's out there, everybody. It is
swatting
insane,
it away,
bro. She is going up and down this court,
getting her own ball.
cannot be
board.
stopped, dude.
Yo, it's nuts, man.
So First of all, a lot of comments here. Number one, this is a JV coach.
Yeah.
That took place in a JV game.
Yeah.
And you thought no one was going to notice?
Or rat you out. Like you thought your team was that entwined that it wasn't going to leak to a few parents.
Dude,
And
it's JV basketball. At least try to play with the varsity squad.
the funniest thing is the girl that she impersonated, and I can call her a girl because she's an actual girl,
Yeah.
like 13 years old. The woman who impersonated her, she was playing a different game at like with a traveling team.
No way.
And that's why she couldn't make it. So like she didn't even want to play. She wasn't good. She didn't want to play on this game.
Bro,
So-
it's insane to me. First, I mean, I feel the coach is 22 years old. That's a
Right.
young coach.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It is.
So
That's
they probably
fair.
thought it'd be funny and stupid and whatever, not realizing that a lot of implications can follow. God forbid something happened. They got hurt. They hurt
It's a
somebody.
liability.
But my God, dude, if you're a coach, if you're gonna suit up, like if I was gonna suit up and play, it wouldn't be for a JV team. It'd be for varsity. I still have some dignity, man. I
Yo,
can still hang
I
on
think of
varsity.
it like a Space Jam, and like perhaps I could be some assistance. She's Bill Murray, but you know, it's just funny, man. Like it's hilarious. I can't talk about glory days, you know. Or,
the other team, or I guess parents, were like, how do we stop something like that? Or I guess it was a school board was like, in the future, how do we get ahead of something like this? Like, you don't
have integrity.
You don't.
Like the
Not even
refs.
that, like you can't prevent people from,
Yeah,
not that
right.
people would do it,
Right.
but if I wanted to, I could like, and this is basketball, you don't even wear a
You could be
helmet.
the goalie.
You know,
Yeah, you could.
I
Be,
could probably get away with it more for hockey if I put on a
Yes.
goalie mask and never took it
Yes.
off. I mean, they would know because I'd let every goal in, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if I was like, they would never know.
yeah,
Never.
But somebody would know because like,
Oh yeah.
there's no way. Like,
Especially you deal with like high school kids. dude.
Exactly. It's called like,
They're-
oh, quit being so high school right now. Like, there's actually a term for that. You actually thought 13-year-old kids were gonna keep this secret from their parents. Oh, it was a great game. We won by like 40 points because Coach Joanne played with us.
Bro, she takes it straight through the paint.
Yo, it's nuts, man. She's like mopping the floor with these little
Swatting-
children.
Oh my god, dude. And they're just looking at her like
13, like there's very young 13 and then like people that are already starting to get developed,
Dude,
but
it's freshman
she
year,
towers
man.
over all of
Yeah,
them.
it's
Like there's always like
freshman year. There's
one,
no way.
one kid on the freshman team though that's like already like 6 foot
Mm.
tall. Like, you know what I mean? They don't even she's towering over that person. So like, you know, it's just a awful take. I couldn't imagine anybody ever doing that. And here we are talking about it. Reminds me of another story that is also school related. A cafeteria lady was ordering $1.5 million worth of chicken wings. The school only caught her and found out. Nobody knows she's been arrested. Nobody knows what she did with the wings, but they realized because the school does not serve anything with bones in it.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. I gotta hit the pause button here. So there was a member of the cafeteria staff, I guess,
Yeah.
in charge of ordering for a
Yeah.
school, and she was ordering, what was it?
Chicken wings, like what we ate on the air for Sam
No, but like how much?
Boone. It was 1.5 million worth of wings until she finally got caught.
Dude, but is
1.5
this
mil.
over the course?
Oh, probably. I mean, you can't just order like I'd like to place an order for wings.
Yes, one order. How many? About 1.5 million.
Yeah, Chicago school official steals $1.5 million worth of chicken wings in an embezzlement scheme.
Embezzling chicken wings.
Yo, could you imagine, like, where did that go? Where did that go? And how much did she make?
Bro, if
And is
we
it all-
were to make a joke about this,
And is it on like, is it like Ocean's 11 type stuff? Like where like it's now on an offshore bank and like she's just waiting till she gets out of a thing. And like, cause I mean, you could flip some wings and make serious bank.
dude, 1.5 million worth of food, mostly chicken wings. She's being held on a $150,000 bond. This just, oh my God. This happened
Yeah.
2 days ago.
I know. It's great, man.
She worked as a food service director.
It's awesome.
More than 11,000 cases of chicken wings were ordered from the district's food provider and then picked up in a district cargo van, according to court documents.
I
Yo,
love it.
she ordered the food and then was like, "Can I borrow the car?"
Yeah. and and also like what I also love about it is that there had to be an investigation of this. Like they actually had to like tail her and like watch and like could you imagine having to do the stake for this? Like wait
Bro,
outside with binoculars.
dude.
It's so great. It's so great. It's
Is that
been
a bone-in wings?
school. Yeah, I wonder if our wings were fraudulent.
Oh man,
Hope
I
not.
hope we're not an accessory
Right.
to anything.
Yeah.
This is sad. It says the food was ordered during the height of the coronavirus pandemic when students were being educated remotely, but in this particular district, students were food insecure, so the district was still providing meals for that student that the parents could pick up. So
yeah, a lot of schools did that, even ours. It was a nice
Dude.
gesture, man. Schools did, we could say a lot of bad things that happened during the pandemic. Some of these school districts did pick it up. This one picked it up, but also flipped it. Like,
yo, did she? Tell me she had her own. It doesn't say she had her own business. I hope she had her
Also,
own business.
like,
Just
yeah.
wasn't addicted to wings because it does. It says right here.
could you
It says
imagine?
they did a mid-year audit, found that they were $300,000 over its annual budget already.
Mhm.
And then there massive quantities of chicken wings were ordered, but that item was never served to students because it contains bones.
Yeah. So imagine if she was just like Scrooge McDuck with chicken wings, just diving into them. It's so great. It's been a great week for school for sure.
Oh my God,
Mhm.
that is fantastic. Not really, but my God,
I'm so glad you brought up the one because it made me remember the other.
I'm so glad you brought that to my attention.
Yeah.
This is
You know what I
fantastic.
can never unsee now?
Tell me.
Your boy Jeter in a
Oh
golden
my
thong.
God. Not that there's pictures of it, but
oh my God.
so Jeter, first of all, ever since the Jeter documentary, and we kind of saw a little bit
he's
more.
become a little looser, right? He's doing
First
like
of all,
the Subway commercial.
He's been in a million commercials. Like, dude, what do you need?
Yeah.
The money, Derek? Come
I
on,
don't
like,
know.
what's going on here? And then he's on Fallon. He's on he's making appearances. He was talking to LeBron. So he made a Tonight Show appearance with Fallon.
Mhm.
There's a segment on the Tonight Show called True Confessions, and that's where Fallon and his guests are given two envelopes, one containing a true embarrassing story and the other one containing a false one. The one true confession that Jeter decided to read that people thought was fake was, quote, "I once wore a thong in public in front of thousands of people." And then he had to go in to explain.
Yeah.
It wasn't just him in a thong, but he did wear this other player's thong, which is later known that it's
Kinda creepy.
Jason Giambi's thong.
Yeah.
It's a gold thong that he wore underneath his uniform to try to break out of his hitting slump.
And it worked.
And it worked.
He hit a home run.
Yeah. It was he was 0 for 32 at the plate before he decided to wear the thong.
Mhm.
And then he smashed a home run on the first pitch he faced when he wore that thong.
What a lot of people don't know is thong is code for steroids.
Stop it. You stop it right now, Powers. How dare you? Blasphemy.
Yeah, it is blasphemy.
But he it's a
For you.
legendary gold thong.
Yeah.
Said it's never not gotten a hit. Giambi told NJ.com in 2015.
It's too
So did
funny.
Giambi always wear the thong? If there's one article of clothing that guarantees me a hit, I'm never not wearing it.
I mean, no, you got to because you got to keep it. You can't abuse it.
It's a thong. That thing's getting abused no matter what, buddy.
Like it's like you got this love, and you have to cherish it. But no, yeah, no, you're abusing thongs. That's great.
Saying.
No, look, like yeah, I mean, Derek Jeter probably was better for his brand when he didn't talk.
I know, man. Your stock's going down. The more and more we find out about you.
You know,
less
his stock is
mysterious
going
you
up
are.
while he's on the way out. He should have acted like this while he was here.
Yeah, dude.
Philly mayor.
What did he do now?
No, he's just saying like I'm on my way out. I'll spend whatever on this parade.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You got to throw a party. You don't know when your next party, your next ticker tape is going to be. You know, ask the Yankees that one. We were like, oh no, we'll do better next year. Nope.
Nope. Hasn't been
So,
since 2009.
Spend the money, man. You're
Uh-huh.
already spending it on lube and stuff. You might as well do it big in a controlled environment where the fans don't go too crazy, even though they
Mhm.
probably will.
You know, I made a promise to Brace that we wouldn't do what all New York writers and New York media is doing, and let's talk about Otani. Otani watch. Why can't I say that? Like I almost had a like a freaking
Because you
had a
made
moment.
a promise and you can't break that.
Like
promise.
it's like liar liar
It's like
where
liar,
you can't tell a
liar.
lie. I can't say Otani. But yeah, I want to talk about it real quick because we're not going to talk about it because the New York Mets fan base and their writers and everybody around us have done this to me my entire life. I have dreamed about Griffey in a Mets uniform, and it never happened. But the amount of articles that I read and how it's going to happen and how he's going to be a Met and this is the way it's going to happen. Like, I don't need you to do this with the new GOAT of baseball. Like, just let it happen. Just let it happen. Let's not talk about it. We have a good team, almost as good as the Phillies, that is coming on strong, and we need to embrace that as opposed to focusing on the future. So we will have an Otani jar, and whenever we talk about him, we will put money in that jar because, like, yeah, just let the man be. And when he's a free agent, he has some decisions to make. But with that said, he made one decision, and he joined New Balance. And Lindor congratulated him, welcomed him to the team. So, like, now people are connecting dots with that baloney. But my problem is baseball. We need to grow the sport. Have Under Armour. Don't have New Balance. Like, what are we doing? Like, that's like old man mowing the lawn. Like,
but hold on, I like New Balance.
I'm
man.
sure you do. Exhibit A, everybody. Thank you. Show's over.
But most baseball cleats are New Balance.
No,
is that fair to say? That's fair to say.
No,
it is fair to say.
Ironically, it started like around Curtis Granderson in New Balance was like the first big player I saw doing it. But dude, I'm telling you, like, no, not as a child, it was Nike. It was Nike baseball.
Yes, our childhood, but I'm just saying now I feel like
that's what I mean. But we got to get away from it. Under Armour would be great. Obviously,
dude, if you want more kids to watch baseball, Vans.
I'm telling you, I had
Vans.
Swingman.
Van cleats. That's what it is. They all wear those stupid Vans that don't even have laces.
Wear Vans.
That's what I'm telling you. If you want kids to watch baseball, if you want to attract younger viewers, you get those stupid checkered Vans that everybody's walking around in, or Doc Martens or Crocs. That's what it is. Croc cleats.
We are not getting.
We need Croc cleats. That'll obtain younger. This terrible. I'm gonna break that soundboard.
Stop having awful takes.
That's not an awful take, man.
New Balance is trash.
New Balance is comfortable.
Under Armour's awesome. I would rather have Under Armour.
Like apparel.
All the cool kids have Under Armour.
I would have Under Armour apparel up into the sneakers. Under Armour sneakers are kind of
no, they're great. I'm telling you,
they're okay.
Dude, I have.
If I had to choose though,
you could
New
slip
Balance
them right on. I have this new model that I got for Christmas. Model like it's a car. I have this new brand. And it, dude,
new model. 2023.
I'm rocking with Under Armour. Otani, like, don't. New Balance is trash.
Either way, he's going to be rocking whatever he's rocking in LA.
Whatever
it's
money
not
shows.
going anywhere.
Yeah.
He's not going anywhere. He's not hitting the New York market. By the time he is ready to go somewhere, he's not coming over here. He's not. It's not happening.
Reebok was huge too in baseball, and they kind of fell away.
Were they really?
They were.
I never remember Reebok really being a thing.
They had Frank Thomas.
Yeah, that was
and
it.
And then
though.
Nike had Swingman. I mean, that's it.
That's
the
it.
big hurt. They
Yeah,
had the
just
big
Frank
hurt.
Thomas.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Like,
that's it. That's all he had. That's one chip. It's one chip.
You jabroni.
What were Griffey's? Griffey's they weren't Reebok, were they?
Listen, enjoy this awful purgatory week of sports. Like, and try to watch the Pro Bowl.
This is that weekend where you're like extremely nice and you do all these family things because you're like, just like, I wonder if they'll catch on if I do everything this week. They won't ask me to do anything next week.
Or the week after. Or the week after that.
We're doing something special this weekend, though.
We are.
We do the Dine on Us on
Sunday.
Sunday.
I can't wait. Casino night.
Little gambling action. It's not even because it's casino day.
It's
casino
a whole day.
You guys can either get tickets at the door or you can just get them online. But it's the Dine on Us event. It's the same event we promoted the golf outing for all the way back in September. But it supports active military personnel. Believe it or not, a lot of those military personnel leave their families to do their tour and their duty. But that also leaves certain families with food insecurity. So what the Dine on Us organization does is they make sure that no active military family goes hungry. And they do so by sponsoring these events. They're sponsoring Casino Night, even though it's a day. It's a noon to 5 on this Purgatory Sunday in between the Super Bowl, February 5th. Aqua Blue in Tom's River is where it's going to be held. Your tickets are $60 in advance or $75 at the door. We will be there. A lot of big sponsors. PC Richard, our friends at PC Richard decided to come by and hold it down as they always do. They love to get involved. So We will be there. We'll be representing the Gambler. We'll be talking with some folks, even promoting some PC Richard stuff as well. So come by, check us out. It's gambling. It's actual table games too.
Excited.
I'm pumped. I can't wait. I've never been to a casino night before, so
No.
I'm super excited.
Especially in the day.
Especially in the day. And here, I already said maybe I wasn't going to gamble this weekend, and
Here we
yeah,
go.
Here we go. Now I'm gambling.
Well, either way, we're winning because it goes to a great cause.
Exactly. So, guys, we will see you next week. It'll be our pre-Super Bowl show. Until then, have a great week.
Tons of props.
That's right.